Disclaimer: crypto investments are highly speculative and involve significant risk of loss. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Always do your own research and invest wisely.
EOS infrastructure may be the key to greater adoption. Often some of the most mundane and boring of things can often be some of the most important areas of infrastructure that are necessities to day-to-day users of crucial technologies. In fact, one might even say that the less the ordinary users understand about the intimate workings of a technology, the more successful it usually seems to be. Case in point, railroad systems, the airline industry, trucking services, as well as shipping. These are all things that are crucial areas of infrastructure to any modern society, but yet the average citizen probably could not tell you, in intimate detail, how these industries work on the back end. Yet nevertheless they remain of crucial importance to any modern society. And yes, in the same way blockchain infrastructure is just as important and just as often overlooked by everyday beneficiaries. In this video we will be going over an article I recently read by Yves called "In Support of the EOS Wallet Ecosystem," and I will be giving you my opinion of what I think about it. Links to the original will be in the description below. Okay, now let's get started. To summarize and paraphrase, this article first begins with, wallets are the initial point of contact for end users entering a blockchain ecosystem and have been severely underfunded, understandardized, and underutilized on EOS for far too long. With the Wallet End Working Group project as a cornerstone and the final wave of recognition grant recipients, the ENF is aiming to make the most significant changes possible to the user and developer onboarding experience. Wallet End and our objectives. In last week's blog update, we revealed the ENF-sponsored working groups that will act as 4 of the EOS network's essential pillars going forward. Each working group will submit a blue paper in Q1 that will address in-depth study on one area of EOS. Working groups sponsored by the ENF, Wallet Plus, Greymass, will integrate EOS into third-party applications. Wallets are critical components of the user experience because they are the first point of contact with the EOS ecosystem. These and numerous other sources of friction will be addressed in detail by the Greymass-led ENF Wallet End Working Group. The Wallet End Working Group's incomplete topics. It's challenging for app developers to connect all EOS wallets because to the variances in how each wallet addresses unique issues, identification, transaction signing, etc. It's challenging for consumers to use applications because many of them require the use of a certain wallet. It's also inconvenient, and frequently dangerous, for consumers to have to switch between wallets in order to access a given app. It's difficult for consumers to switch between apps due to the wallets or dApps handling, or lack thereof, of network resources, none of which is standardized. It can be challenging for developers to integrate new users into their services, particularly those who do not already have an EOS wallet. This limits the audience for EOS-based applications and makes the platform less enticing to developers. Absence of support for Ledger and Trezor hardware wallets via native apps. To address these issues comprehensively, there are several areas where improvements can be made to alleviate the burden on both consumers and application developers. SDKs, protocols, and standards are all available. The Universal Authentication Library, UAL, has proved less than perfect for a variety of use cases, and the only workaround now available is for each dApp to develop their own solution. We need open-source software developer kits, SDKs, that relieve developers of this time and effort, allowing them to focus on developing in areas of their core competencies. Protocols to enhance the user experience, UX, and make application development easier. Each wallet's protocol should provide identical features and user flows. One method to accomplish this is to employ identical protocols. Another is to unify the capabilities of the protocols to ensure that they work together more effectively when used by the application developer. By combining these features, we can improve the user experience for end users and increase developer acceptance of wallets. A user of EOS who is currently using Wallet A and wishes to switch to Wallet B should be able to do so easily and with a sense of familiarity, as the two wallets are for the same blockchain. Just my opinion, but I would have to say that I 100% totally agree with this overall focus. If the EOS community ever hopes to usher in greater adoption, standardized wallet protocols will be essential to this. Developers should not have to focus on areas outside their core competencies. If we ever hope to entice a new wave of future EOS developers back into the EOS mainnet developer ecosphere, The day-to-day average user should not have to switch between EOS Wallet front ends, just to use whatever EOS application he/she prefers. It's past time that this was addressed, and I'm happy to see that the ENF certainly has their finger on the pulse of the main points of friction that are currently preventing a streamlined flow of potentially new users. I don't believe I am saying anything that probably hasn't already been stated before, in many EOS focus groups by now, but many early developers of EOS will not be returning to EOS mainnet, which means that it is clear where our focus should be to entice future development, and that is on a new wave of EOS mainnet developers, with fresh perspectives. More than anything else, I believe this is where we will probably see the most significant impact, for the future benefit of EOS mainnet. Ultimately only time will tell this story, but to my mind, I am convinced that the more user-friendly our front-end wallet systems are, the greater the flow of new adoption will be. To all EOS holders, wallet infrastructure could be the key.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, if you would like to read, listen to, or watch more of this kind of content, please visit us at www.cryptoapologetics.com. See you next time. Take care.